Hello, happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone! Food, love, laughter! Taco Tuesday and Cinco de Mayo!
Oh my goodness.
What is happening?
What?
We're so glad to be with you. It's Tuesday, May 5th, obviously. And I have to say that my day was made because my friend Rachel Adami left me a video of her playing trumpet, wishing me a happy Cinco de Mayo. And that has been...
Because you go back and forth. Every Cinco de
we
Mayo.
don't talk to each other any other time of the year. But on Cinco de Mayo, it's who can wish the other person happy Cinco de Mayo. And in high school, I think I would call her or text her as soon as I remembered. And I would always say, happy Cinco de Mayo, Rachel Adame. And I think the first time we did it was 20 years ago. Oh my God. And so when she sent me the trumpet, she's like in a mariachi band in Topeka. Yeah,
cool.
She's the real deal. So, Rachel, if you're seeing this, you made my day. I appreciate you very much.
That was awesome. Good video.
Yeah. How are you celebrating?
Oh, this is my... you almost gave it away. This is my normal outfit that I wear almost never. Actually, I wear on special occasions like Cinco de Mayo. This is a poncho that I baked up on a cruise when we went to Mexico.
Yes.
We went to a couple of different places in Mexico, but one of my favorite things to do with this poncho is to do this.
Uh-huh.
Actually,
Yes.
let me go the other way.
Other way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always
throw it over your shoulder like a continental soldier?
Mm-hmm. This always makes me feel a little Lord of the Ringsy. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, because they have like the draping around the neck.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so today for the holiday, I want to hear more because there's a story that goes with
yeah,
this
we
poncho,
took a cruise and we need to talk about it.
Well, we need to talk about it. But before we do, we're
What are we making today?
stupid easy paleo tortillas. So this woman, Steph Gaudreau,
Stephanie Gaudreau.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
She used to have a website. She still
fierce.
has a website, but the website used to be called Stupid Easy Paleo, and it was like gluten-free, grain-free paleo recipes that rocked and that were easy. And we've had this recipe like in our pocket for like 5 years or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a tortilla recipe, which is great because if you live the grain-free or the gluten-free life, you know that there are not a lot of tortilla options, and if there are tortilla options, that they are expensive.
We have done a lot of gluten-free, a lot of grain-free, a lot of cheese-free, dairy-free kind of stuff. You know, like someday we will do some other things.
Yeah.
But right now, this is kind of cool.
That's how we're living our life. So, we're going to make these tortillas, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the liquid ingredients together. So we're going to crack the eggs.
Let's do it. Are we going right into this?
We're going right into this. So satisfying. We eat a lot of eggs in our house. We started buying pallets of eggs. That's how many eggs we eat.
It's true. Getting the protein.
Awesome. So eggs, and then a teaspoon of ghee or melted coconut oil. So we melted this, but it's cooled, so it's not gonna like cook our egg. So we're gonna put just a little teaspoon, dabble do ya?
Yeah.
A little teaspoon of coconut oil in here, and then a tablespoon of water, if you may, Ezra, and
Sure.
I'll start whisking. No, that's not.
I was just gonna eyeball it, but I see where you're doing this.
Okay, thank you. It's just a tablespoon of water is hard to eyeball.
Yeah,
Okay, so you were on a cruise.
We were on a cruise.
We were on a cruise.
We were on a cruise. What year was that? It was January.
It was New Year's, going from 2009 to 2010. I think we weren't married. We were just living together. Yeah, I think that's right.
We took a trip down to Mobile, Alabama. We saw the moon pie drop. That was where we had New Year's. Moon pie dropped, and the next day, I think January 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
We
went on a cruise.
Yeah,
we went on a Carnival cruise that ported in Mobile, Alabama.
From Mobile. And we went to a couple different places in Mexico.
5-day, 4-night cruise.
5-day, 4-night cruise. The story behind this poncho, though, is that I saw a lot of people buying. I wanted to buy something. I mean, support the locals and buy things. And I saw people getting things of this material, and I was like, cool. let me pick something up. You know, everyone is getting like those hoodies with the like pockets in them. I was like, no, it's cool, but I kind of don't want to like go with the crowd. I don't have a poncho. Ponchos seem practical. Let me get a poncho.
Ponchos seem practical. That was the reason.
Because everyone else was like getting like maroon, and that was cool. I was like, yeah, you know what? I think this color blue looks good on me.
And it does.
That's very kind of you to say.
You're welcome.
And so I got it, and I knew things were a little. I never feel like I made a mistake with buying this, by the way. But when I did get on the ship, people started to like, you know, they were like chilling out on their cruise, eating, because that's what you do on a cruise is eat. I gained so much weight there.
Yeah.
Anyway, the like people like stopped and looked at me because I was wearing this.
Like eating and Ezra being crowded.
Like,
they'd be like,
and I just bought the poncho. People like stopped and looked. Like I went by the kiddie pool. Because the kiddie pool was out in the middle. You know, it's Carnival cruise. And like I knew something was up when I heard a kid go, "Hey, nice poncho!" And I don't think he meant it as an insult.
Nice poncho.
I definitely think he was
admiring your poncho.
Admiring my poncho, but when I received it, I was like, "Oh, come on,
yeah,
back off, dude." But he was a kid. He was like, "Hey, you stick out in the crowd," is basically what he was saying. And then, okay, one final thing about this. Right, because I immediately then when I was like, I'm hungry, and this is what you do, cruises eat.
Yes.
So I went, like, walked through the full cafeteria, and people like, stop putting forks down, and looked at me, and was like, why did he buy that? I don't know, whatever. And I'm in line for the buffet, and then here comes this old lady. Like, I'm just like kind of watching, like, now I'm starting to check out who is actually really looking at me. And from the back of the cafeteria comes this old lady, and I know that she's coming for me. Because she's looking dead at me.
Dead in the eye.
Dead in the eye with this, like, kind of looking me up and down after that. And, like, but beelining the whole way, you know, like, old lady. And then, like, I'm trying not to look at her directly.
You can't help it.
Can't help it. And then she comes all the way up to me where I have to look. She wanted me to look. When she looked me in the eyes and said, "You went all the way Mexican, didn't you?" Like this smoky voice.
Well, she was so shorter than you, so she sort of like looked up at you.
You went all the way Mexican, didn't you? I don't even remember what I said. I was so taken aback.
I remember you came back with like whatever food you had gotten, like chicken strips or something, and you were like, I just had a really weird thing happen to me. Oh God. We're gonna add our dry ingredients now. So we have eggs and coconut oil and water. That's one of my most favorite stories. Thank you for telling it. And so arrowroot powder. And arrowroot powder is interesting. It's similar in consistency to like a cornstarch or like a tapioca flour.
Pretty
and so it like binds things together. So we're gonna put the arrowroot flour in.
There it goes.
And then the teaspoon of almond flour, and then salt. Will you put a little pinch of salt in here?
Sure.
Thank you. Here's our teaspoon of almond flour.
Salt, just a tiny well in your hand will do.
And then you have to be careful with whisking this because it'll like because it's such a fine powder. Such a fine powder. Powder. And while I whisk this, do you want to get the electric skillet and move it to the...
One of the other things... I'm totally outing Sean when I say this. My buddy Sean, I came over to his place and we were hanging out. It was like, we were just fresh off the Mexico trip. And we were coming out, I was coming over to hang out.
Will you turn it the other way so that the thing is here?
Cord is over there.
Thank you.
Of course. And he saw a picture of me with this on.
With the poncho
With the poncho as he came to the door, and he was like, "Dude, what? Come inside right now." And he like totally got out. I think he had a sombrero, and he put that on me. And he was like, "Cool, lay down in the corner."
With like a bottle of tequila?
And then he gave me a bottle of Don Julio, and he was like, "Here, cool." And he took a picture of that, and still to this day, when I call him,
That's the picture that comes
photo
up.
shows up with poncho with a bottle of tequila.
So now that we have this all mixed together, this makes 3 tortillas. So we're gonna boop, 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 put them on the electric skillet.
We usually double this recipe.
Yeah, double or triple it. But Ezra already ate dinner because he's been doing the meal prep thing. And so these tortillas are just for me and I'm very excited. So it's about 1/3 of the...
That's
I need a little more than that.
You're gonna need, come on.
Come on, Katie. That might be too big.
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
That's actually...
It's on the move.
Yeah, so it's going to like form not cylindrically perfect. And that's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. We'll do a little more here.
Yeah,
Do we have like a spatula though to make sure that they don't go together?
So one of the wonderful things about this is we take a lot of whisks on this show, right?
We take a lot of whisks on this show.
We've never done this before on the griddle. I usually cook them on the skillet.
And we have a little cast iron skillet, so there's edges, so everything stays in. But
Right. This is on the move.
This is
and
like
going.
what is
running
it?
a lot today.
Pangea?
Pangea.
When all the continents used to be together. It sort of looks like when Pangea was first separating. I hope that you can see that on the screen.
Now this does not need long. So
yeah, it says that on the recipe, it says that the tortilla will start to pull away the edges as it cooks. So as these edges start to like curl up a little bit, are you gonna get a spatula?
Yeah, because that was well planned.
Oh, we have been having obviously a lot of fun filming this particular show, but we also did a video for our friends at the Blue Barn that will hopefully be a part of their Omaha Gives, and it is inspired by Die Hard, and we like used our house, and so, you know, we're having no fun in this quarantine situation at all. Oh my gosh, what a bummer.
You can also tell by the little bubbles. Now, I would go, let's
longer?
do this one. Let's do this one.
Yeah, for some reason.
Because there's more bubbles over here.
There are more bubbles. So we're going to flip it. It's okay. Your face.
Yeah.
And this little one's probably ready to go.
Sure. I would leave them, so this is pretty pale right now. That's good. I think you can go a little browner.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean?
So these are gonna cook, and then there'll be tortillas, and we're gonna show you some taco fixings.
You can also make these into, as she explains in the recipe,
which we'll put in the comments.
Don't worry.
After we're finished filming.
You can put a little, like, how much vanilla extract in one?
You can put a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract
if
you're making
crepes, so something a little bit sweeter.
A sweet crepe. Can I flip this one now?
Give it
a little more time, because we
little
want it to be a little bit browner. A little bit browner. So what's nice about these is that they're gluten-free, they're grain-free, but they also, they hold up. Because the thing that you might find with some gluten-free recipes is that they'll fall apart when you like put things on them. So these hold up, which is awesome.
Yeah, they hang tight. Go ahead.
Yeah,
do it too.
Okay. Flipping.
Yes. Now that's a little bit more golden brown. Dig it.
Did you know? Oh, sorry. I messed that one up. You know why? Because I was thinking about how pancakes are in.
So they'll bubble up on the edges like this. That is okay.
Yeah.
Pancakes
I like to
let them do its thing. Yeah, because it's gonna go up and then it's gonna come back.
Let it be native.
Yeah.
I was gonna say pancakes are in my. Too soon?
No.
Pancakes are in my ancestry.
Are they?
Yeah, my dad, when growing up in our Catholic parish, he was part of the Knights of Columbus and they had pancake breakfasts. And my dad had this super cool, it was like a cylinder that had a handle on it, and then it like would squish out the perfect pancake. So he would fill it with pancake batter, and then he had a huge like cafeteria style griddle, and he would scoot. My dad would make like
satisfying
oh my gosh,
Oh yeah,
dozens of pancakes in like 3 minutes.
Wow.
And I would like sit in the kitchen and watch him, and he'd flip them so fast. Flip. And it's like the sound is satisfying, and the like motion was satisfying, and so. And Becker, every time I make pancakes, just know that I'm thinking about you making pancakes.
Right.
I think these are done. What do you think?
Yeah. Okay, quick. What state or landmass does that look like to you?
This looks like Spain.
I'm gonna say the next one definitely looks like Virginia.
It totally does. It's like a reverse Virginia. This one looks like lemon.
Or Antarctica in the next 20 years.
Oh,
it's all
too
funny.
soon. And then this one looks like I don't know. Madagascar? Like a fattened up Madagascar?
Or a trout.
Well, what? Trouts or the trout? Is that fat?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about trout like that.
Leave the trouts alone.
Leave the trout. Is it trout or trouts? The plural. Will somebody please in the comments, trout or trouts?
Bring it on.
Tell us, please.
Because we don't know.
Somebody, or just give us your best fish emojis.
All right. What do we? So that was obviously a very super quick recipe.
Yeah.
It's one of the great things we love about it too. Is like we've got this like leftover meat, or we have this slow cooked something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's whip up some quick tortillas and make some tacos.
Yeah. So
let's make a taco.
Let's make a taco. It's Taco Tuesday.
And Cinco de Mayo.
And Cinco de Mayo. So here are a couple of things that we have for our tacos. One, beans. We will do, once we figure out how to like get the camera over by the stove, we will show you Ezra making beans, because Ezra makes the best beans.
That's very sweet.
And so
I make okay beans.
this is black beans and chipotle peppers, and I added a little bit of diced chicken sausage and this diced onion. And then what spices did you add to this, Ezra? To the beans?
Yeah. So definitely cumin. Or
cumin, depending on your regionalism.
And then I add my own flair. I do a little bit of chili powder. I think I do with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Dak mentioned the last time in the comments, he was like,
little paprika.
Little paprika will help with a little Mexican flair.
Did you do that?
I did not.
But you did want to shout out Dak.
I did want to shout out Dak because he's awesome and he watches a lot. So the other thing is that with the beans, because they come off as, well, I think we buy the unsalted kind.
Yeah.
So I put in some better than bouillon as like a
yeah.
Sort of like a
little
base.
Salty. Yeah.
Oh, also I put in chipotle pepper.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the. Oh, I think good call. Thank you.
But let's reinforce the fact that there is a chipotle pepper. Now we also, Ezra pickled some red onions.
Pickled some red onions. Super easy to do.
Yeah. So it's like red onions in slices that he put. What's in here?
Okay, so a little bit of sugar, like about a tablespoon of sugar,
Mm-hmm.
and then a teaspoon and a half of salt, and then just half a cup of, and that's one red onion, half a cup of
vinegar.
Yes, apple cider vinegar was that,
Mm-hmm.
Or you could do
last time we
wine.
did red wine. Yeah,
red wine. We didn't have any red wine.
Red wine vinegar.
Red wine vinegar.
Do not get the two things confused.
Totally
Ezra did that
thing.
once in a slow cooker recipe, and it
Years
was
ago.
rough.
Mistake. It makes her cough about it.
Just thinking about it makes me a little. And then I've got this near perfect avocado. And our friend Amelia told me that like if you get the avocados that are like sort of hard or aren't quite ready, put them in a brown paper bag until they ripen up, and then when they feel nice and ripe, put them in the fridge so they'll stay nice and ripe and they won't get weird spots. So this, look how pretty it is. Isn't it pretty? I had some of it for breakfast because I made a little avocado toast.
You were craving it.
I was.
We got done for the gym, and you went off and did your thing, and I went out and did it. We were both hungry.
We were hungry.
And so we ate.
Separately. So I have a question. We did eat separately, but that was okay.
Yeah, well, we didn't tell each other we were really hungry. We just got done for the gym.
Yeah. And I was reading a New Yorker article about Harry and Meghan. If you know, you know.
Oh.
I've been saving it for a long time because I'm like minorly preoccupied with the royals. I don't read about them a lot, but it's one of those kind of guilty pleasure things that like I was saving this article to read when I had like a beautiful meal in front of me. And the what was I going to say to you? New Yorker avocado toast. I have a question for you.
Go.
This is actually for all of you, so put in the comments if you
Here's your question too.
Here's your question too. If you could eat a taco from anywhere right now, where's one place that you would want to eat a taco from?
Anywhere, no limits. There's a show called
limits.
Chef's Table, and I want to eat that dude's street taco.
Where is he from?
He's from Mexico.
Oh,
but
yeah. If you haven't watched Chef's Table on Netflix and you like food, it's a beautiful show.
Same
Start with
producers
the
of Euro
first-
Dreams of Sushi.
Yeah, start with the first episode of Massimo in Italy.
Oh my
the Parmigiano Reggiano. Oh my god.
The way that they understand like the symphony of tastes and flavor. Symphony of tastes and
Symphony
flavor.
of tastes and
And
flavors.
so therefore, like they understand, like they compose music as they compose a dish.
Yeah.
And their last dishes for all these restaurants are
That's beautiful.
And that has Danza Macabre, if you know that song.
And we
Mixed
saw our friend Olga play it at the Gallery 1516 here and just wept. We both just wept. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, she was amazing.
So I'm finishing
She is
these
amazing.
with a little bit of Frontera roasted habanero salsa, which we've never tried this before, but we were looking for something with a little heat. And so Ezra got this. You had some of this earlier today, and you said it has a little.
It does. It got a little bit of a kick. We have liked a little bit of a kick. We talked about that before. Someday on this episode, on this Folala, I want to do like a hot sauce challenge.
I gotta work up to it, y'all. You gotta prepare for those things, or else.
We're gonna do it. And this one is our latest. Because we ran out of our local brew, hot sauce brew.
From Volcanic Peppers, if you're local to
Chocolate
Omaha,
lighting
if
was
you've ever
amazing.
had Volcanic Peppers.
This is Heart and Habanero from Dave's Gourmet, and it's
Look
also
how cute this tiny taco is.
You gotta bring it up to the camera; they can't see.
Great, I'll show you the whole plate.
Yeah, show the whole plate, because you want ideally like Mexican colors of that.
So little.
Happy little tacos.
And then this beautiful little plate of tacos. I can't wait to eat it. My taco would be from Don Chotre, Chicharroneria, which is the taco truck in Albuquerque. And I loved getting nachos from I Can See You. We're both on the video. Oh. Okay, I have to eat before he eats my tacos. Hey, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on Thursday.
Stay safe. We love you.
Bye.